Okay, today is Sunday, May the 10th. It is Mother's Day, and another beautiful day here in Southern California. Today we're going up to Jalama Beach. It's spelled Jamala with a J. It's just a little south of Vandenberg Air Force Base, where all the SpaceX rockets go up from there with all the Starlink satellites. Hopefully we'll see a launch. We don't know. We haven't looked at the schedule. But we're going up there for 4 nights. Never been before. So it's going to be a new adventure. And join us on the way. Morning. Okay, update on the truck. Last year I had helper suspension springs installed. They helped a lot with the handling of the truck and how the truck sits. But gosh, they made our teeth fall out driving the darn thing. So I took it back to Atlas suspension, and they right-sized the helper springs. And today, driving, oh my gosh, what a difference. Much more comfortable, really good update. In other news, here we are, Southern California, just leaving town. It is Mother's Day, and look at that, it is pretty empty. We're going through Sunland right now, Sunland area. So the beautiful San Gabriel Mountains in the distance, but probably in for a 3.5 hour drive there to Jalama Beach.
At the stop sign, turn left.
Okay, so we just went from the 101 to the 1 towards Vandenberg Space Force Base. Now on Jalama Road. It's 14 miles.
No outlet.
No outlet. And what I've seen online, it's bumpy and it's windy. See? Here we go, first view. Okay, our site's got no water. Yeah, so we've got the potable water RV water station right here. Here's the entrance. We popped in there. We'll fill up. I think we've got 60 gallons of fresh, maybe 80 gallons of fresh. I'll have to check the specs, but we've got a lot of fresh water. Okay, to give you the lay of the land. So here's Jalama Beach. Absolutely beautiful, and it's a superb day today. We'll go explore tomorrow. Around here is the campsite, and then that's us there with the teddy bear, of course. So we're all set up. It is a dry camp, but they had RV water at the entrance, so we filled up 80 gallons actually of fresh water we hold. So we're good with that. Pulling in wasn't too bad. It's a little tight, but spacious enough that I did it no problem. So from our campsite, we've got showers and restrooms right there, though I think we've got plenty of water if we want to shower. Yeah, so here's the Jalama Store, famous for their Jalama Burgers. It's really busy. It's a Sunday today and it's Mother's Day. So we'll go in there tomorrow when it settles down a little bit. So one of the interesting things about this place is the company I work for, Esri, Jack and Laura Dangermond, bought a huge amount of land out here and then donated it to the Conservancy so that it would never be developed and never be built on and could be studied. So we're going to go do some exploring, and it's the Jack and Laura Dangermond Reserve. So here's the trestles for the railroad. That's actually the Pacific Surfliner that goes past right along here. We saw at 83. We're gonna stop by there tonight for a cocktail. Really, really nice couple. I just got done chatting with them. See you tonight. Okay, as normal, I've got stuff on stuff. So this is stuff for surf fishing. Box that I'm gonna make it all organized in. and stuff that we already have. So I'm going to spend 30 minutes and put this all into some semblance of organization. We just had dinner. We're going for a little walk on the beach. We've got some people fishing. Absolutely beautiful. Most of the day use people have gone. We just saw this guy running for his fishing rod. So we're hoping he's caught something over there. Okay, Sach is out checking out what they've got going here. We saw you running. We saw you running for the rod.
Several times some more, some more.
Ah, just little perch. There you go. There's a bite. Just got a one on as we're standing here. Oh no, looks like it was kelp. Looks like it was just seaweed.
Want to lift?
So here we go, making friends as always.
I'm out.
I'm gonna get some of these rods set up. Rigging. I think I'll set one up with a swim bait. I'll set Satches up here with some dropper loops. And we'll probably try either sand crab, sand fleas, or if not, we'll try some shrimp. So I've got some different jerk baits. Of course, they love to get stuck together. I've got some different colors. That one kind of looks like a sardine. But this guy here looks kind of a little bit like a squid with the pink on it. So I think let's try a 3-ounce sinker. Go a couple feet up and put a dropper loop in here. Trying to learn to read the beach. So we've got a big breaking wave right there that I'm imagining is a sandbar. And then as we come along here, the wave here breaks a lot closer to the beach. See there on the right hand side? So that, I believe, should be a trough there, which would be deeper water. So fishing on the side of the trough. So I was on a work call, Sachi's back from, and to get the world famous Jalama Burger. Okay, so she's back with the Jalama Burger and fries. Let's see if it's as good as it's touted. It is giant.
Okay.
Size up.
いただきます。Very good.
Is it? It's all over your face too.
Good.
Okay, so here we are. This is the Vandenberg Space Force Base launch schedule. 2 hours, 21 minutes till launch. Hopefully we'll get to see the sucker tonight. So it's inevitable on any RV trip, something breaks. So this time the drain broke in under the sink, the P-trap. Of course I overly tightened it and then promptly broke it. So quick trip down to Lompoc, needed diesel anyway, to Home Depot, and I found something I had not found before. It's this sort of universal P-trap kit. And just because of the alignment in here, it seems to work. So check that out. So it's a flexible line that goes from the sink, creates the P-trap, and then goes into the drain. Well, steaks for dinner tonight, so I'm going to do them on the open fire. Just getting that going. It'll take probably 45 minutes, an hour to get down to embers. Okay, fire's burned down. I think we're good. Here's the steak. Holy smokes, that's big. Let's get that thing on the fire. All right, here we go. That'll be enough for two of us tonight. That's about, inch and a half, inch and 3/4 thick. There you go, I dropped it right down to get a sear on this. Well, I couldn't get the steak to stand on its side. I want to get that side charred. It's a little bit of an improvisation right here. Oh, this side got a little bit more charred. This side looks exceptional. Look at that. Oh my God, another RV dinner. Look at this beautiful steak, twice baked potato, corn, mushrooms, caramelized onions as well. And we've got a bottle of Silver Oak that we found in our wine fridge from 2003. So this is a 23-year-old wine, Cabernet. And we bought this with our friend Jon many, many moons ago. So anyway, this is dinner tonight.
Welcome to the NROL 172 launch. The Falcon 9 rocket is currently awaiting liftoff from Space Launch Complex 4 East at Vandenberg Space Force Base at 7:13 p.m. Pacific Time. Stage 1 has completed loading. At this stage in the countdown, the rocket is nearly fully loaded with about 1 million pounds of propellant.
T-minus 15 seconds. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. And liftoff of the Falcon 9. Go SpaceX, go NROL 172. Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Okay, there it goes. That is a rocket launch. That's a Falcon 9 from Vandenberg Air Force Base up in the sky. We can't hear it yet. We can't hear it. There it is. More Starlinks going up, look. And of course, my train comes across at exactly the same time. Here you go, now we can hear it. What?
Landing leg deploy. Stage 1 landing confirmed.
And another successful landing of our Falcon 9 rocket.
Okay, as promised, here's a tour of the Jalama Beach Store. So I think it's got one of everything inside this store. Let's just have a look inside. So this is the home of the famous Jalama Burger. You order there, pick up there. They've got shirts and gifts and hoodies and stuff. Nice little variety of food and snacks here. Everything from milk and cheese through soft drinks. Then upstairs here they've got a little patio to dine in. And then sort of walking through the store, like I said, they've got just about a bit of everything. Cup holders and firewood, charcoal. Down here you've got wine. Got to find out where this is made. Jalama Beach wine. And some essentials, groceries. A little couple of pharmaceuticals there as well. But everything you might need. Postcards, yay! And down in here they got fishing as well. So here's a selection of fishing gear. I asked the lady yesterday, she said if someone wants something, they buy two. Then they always have one in stock. So, like I said, they've got one of everything in here, including DVDs. Okay, so weekend, how many Jalama burgers?
At least 400.
400 burgers.
Yes, sir.
Wow, we had one yesterday and it was absolutely delicious. It was huge.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So as far as the wine goes, it's made by a winery off the 247, Highway 247 in Lompoc called Babcock Winery. And apparently if you buy it down there, it's like $70 a bottle. For whatever reason, they're able to sell it here for 20 or 25 bucks a bottle, depending on what you get. So for 20, 25 bucks, I'm gonna come back and try a bottle. And then I just talked to the cooks in there. I asked how many burgers on the weekend do they make? And they said like 400 Jalama burgers a day. And there's only a couple people working in there. So that's a pretty heck of a turnover, isn't it? Well, there's your little tour. Okay, here comes Amtrak. This is the Pacific Surfliner. It's just left Santa Barbara and it's on its way up to Lompoc. So here we go. See if we can get a wave from the driver, eh? Got a wave. Awesome. And off she goes. On its way to Lompoc, 10 minutes from here. So taking a little break from work. Been at the computer some of today as well. Working from the beach. And we got a paper map of the site, park. So now we're going to do the walk around. And now we've been here once. Our site's okay. Wow, that was cool. We just met Brian right over here. He's been coming here a while, giving us the lay of the land. So look at this. 55, 56, huge sites. All right, not that we want to stay in these, but these are little cabins that you can rent. It looks like they've got air conditioning, so they've got air and heat. Bedroom, dining table, etc. Tremendous views though. Look at this. Outstanding. 90 years old, out camping in the cabin at the beach.
My mother lived there.
Yeah? Well, pleasure meeting you.
Likewise.
Thanks for saying hi. We will, thank you. Look at the view. Let me wander in here.
Just before you
Look at this. Look, this is the premier spot. Ah, look at this. And you just lucked out and it just came up as a cancellation. Hiya. All right, so we just got a magnet. And I said, which wine do you want, hun? So she said, well, one of each. So we've got a Malbec or Grenache and the red wine blend. So we'll try those when we get back, I guess.
His buddy got one.
His buddy got one.
And he had a couple of different kinds of perch, but they were too small. So
Oh, okay. So he caught some fish, though. That's fun.
he was out there for 3 hours.
This guy picked it up. See if they go for the next wave on that. That's cute. The circle of life. Just ran across that on the beach. Pretty nice. And look how pretty this rock is here. Look at that. That is Point Conception. That's like another 4 miles from here. But that's a spot where the currents merge from the north and the south. So pretty awesome. But wow, look at the color of these rocks suddenly. Like bright yellow. Really pretty. Look at all the textures on this rock. And then there's just a scattering of them in the sand right here. Then they go on around the corner. Wow, just couldn't help myself but come around the corner here and see what we had. So a beautiful little cove. Okay, we're trying again. We're still learning, still trying to figure it out. There's a lot of seaweed here. I can see it. Here, hoo-hoo, chilly. And we'll give it a go. Like I said, we'll give it a go. I can see seaweed. You get out there. Okay, first cast. Look at this. £10 of seaweed right there. Can't fish this like that. All right, last chance. Ah, seaweed again. I can feel it. I just got some sand crabs. Put 3 on the hook. And immediately I can feel, look at all the seaweed. Okay, well, we all called it quits. No fish. Couple beers. All good, huh?
As we're having a good time, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's why it's fishing and not catching.
Yep. Hey, Daniel.
Okay, 4 days. We're about out of fresh evening, and we're getting close on our black tanks and gray tanks. So I'm gonna go drop off the trash right here, and then go hit the showers at the campground. This is the shower hut. So I'll try this one instead. Whew, that was 3 minutes on the button. If you got long hair, take extra quarters. No mirror or anything to brush your hair in there, but it is howling out here with wind. Look. Okay, the last night's dinner.
Supper.
The last supper. So, what have we got? Meatloaf?
It's just simple meatloaf we made a long time ago.
Long time ago?
Last month.
Last month.
Green beans and rice.
And a Jalama Beach Malbec.
We'll see how that
We'll
is.
see if this is any better than that. So anyway, yeah, we had a fun day today. We went up fishing a little bit.
We went fishing, not catching.
Yeah,
Yes.
not catching.
We always fish, but we don't always catch.
Always catch.
But
So
that's
it was
okay.
fun. So anyway, this is our last dinner. I don't think we're doing anything tonight, right?
I don't think so, but we're going to have another Jalama Burger tomorrow before we leave, I think.
Okay, if it's open. See you then. Okay, we're switching over to the iPhone. Just kicking up on the waves here. It's absolutely gorgeous. We're going for a little walk to dinner. There's Looney. Hey, good morning. Well, last day here, unfortunately. It's Thursday. Just got done packing up most of the outside. Look at this gorgeous day today. Of course, it's beautiful like this, but then it's kind of beautiful like this every day. So I'm done with most of the outside pack up. Sach is done most of the inside and vacuumed and all that. I've got a couple of work calls on Teams this morning that I need to do before we leave. Other than that, we will wrap up here, go to the dump station across the way, and then head home. Probably give this rig a wash when I get home because we've been by the beach, so it's all covered in sort of salty ocean and sand and everything, so I'll give it a rinse when we get back. We will see you then. And I'll do a quick workout. My coach sent me a workout this morning with just dumbbells, kettlebells, and a few body weight movements, so I'll knock that out before I get on my work course. Try and be good, eh? Okay, so just about to leave. We may as well fill up before we do. Hard at work. Kept with a jacket on yesterday. New Del Mar, one of the boats I grew up fishing on. Look at that. Marina Del Rey. So here's the little upstairs in the store dining area. So Sachi's in the corner. We're number 36. Pretty nice, huh? Look at the view we have out the window right here. Surfer coming back in after his morning. There we go. Breakfast. Lunch. Brunch. Wow, look at that. It looks pretty good, doesn't it, for breakfast? Wow. Thank you. That was a belly bomb for breakfast, but it was really good.
Oh, excellent. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.
All right, thank you.
Okay, another fun, successful trip. Just got back here. Our RV storage, actually, they have a hose and everything, so I just gave it a wash after going through all the different fields and agricultural area covered in flies on the front. So washed, looking good in my parking spot. I think we've got another RV trip beginning of June, so join us, subscribe, and we'll see you then.